It's Madden NFL 23, and we've got a showdown in the NFC North. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. All that and more coming up next.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, it's a black and blue matchup in the NFC North between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here we go with the Packer offense guided by their decorated QB with a long list of Pro Bowls and other accolades next to his name, of course. Aaron Rodgers leading the way.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Looking sideline, incomplete. Robert Tonyan, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Finds Lazard quickly on the slant. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. We're scoreless after one. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Touchdown, Packers! Romeo Doubs as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
And one nice thing you can always say about Kirk Cousins is that he's consistent. Always puts up nice numbers each and every year. If there is a downside to his game, it's been the lack of playoff success. All in all, though, a formidable starting quarterback at a time in the league where it's tough to find your franchise guy.
Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for the Packers in that first half. And it was a tricky half to figure out numbers-wise. They've got the lead, but you'd figure they're definitely talking about ways to get this passing game back on track. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. First down screen pass, good for 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Now Cousins. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. Down inside the 10. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So that drive for 4 plays. And the touchdown at PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. and 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw, Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's good for 28 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Rodgers to throw. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down? Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Now here's a timeout as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. From the 6, Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Well, this one, partner, was fun down at the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.